and welcome back to another episode of Just Saying with Willie, Dexter Harris. You know, I'm your host, and I have another special guest that I'm bringing along with me. Her name is Renata Soul. Renata Soul is a Shreveport native, but she left town and she came back. You know, she's in the entertainment business. Matter of fact, I'm just going to kind of turn it over and just tell the people a little bit about yourself.
Well, I am right here from Cedar Grove in Shreveport, Louisiana. I did leave. What's up, Grove? I did leave. I went to ATL. I went there to grow up. And I came back down here to Shreveport. So I've been back about 4 years. Back in the Grove.
Back in the Grove. So, and then I'm also going to let y'all know we're all a part of this one K-Ham family here. K-Ham Radio. KHAM radio.com. You know, the We Go Ham motto. I know y'all heard it. Y'all seen it everywhere. Renata and I are also affiliated with ELAW and that station. And she has a little show she has going on. You want to tell us a little bit about that show?
Absolutely. I'm on each and every Sunday at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. I interview local artists, whether they're from Shreveport, Louisiana, or all over, wherever they are, and their music is dope and hot. I will play their music. I will also give them an interview. If you have a small business, you want to talk about you just got married or you just broke up with your man, whatever the case may be, I want you on my show. So it's live. I have great topics. I have dope music, and I also give you a little inspiration at the end. So it's KHAMradio.com. Y'all know we be going ham.
What days and what times can they?
Sunday starts the week because it's 7 days in the week, right? So each and every Sunday at 6 p.m. Central Time, not Eastern, not Pacific, Central. Got you covered like a blanket. www.khamradio, or you can call me and you can tell me what music you like, or you want to talk to the artist, whatever the case may be. 318-221-5422.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You know, just doing a little something, you know, like I say, you know, the thing about it is you gotta, you know, get yourself out there. You gotta create a name for yourself, and you're not gonna create a name of yourself just sitting around just releasing music, putting it out, and then just staying at home. You're not out there doing those shows. You're not out there trying to meet the public. You're just thinking that I'm just gonna sit back because I got this X amount. You know, I bring that up. A lot of people thinking that money is what it's all about, and it's not. And then you get this money, and then you blow it all, and you sat at home all day spending the money that you probably would have been making if you had been out there doing your thing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. Now, what's your opinion? You know what I'm saying about what I'm saying, based on far as being careful with your money, more so as far as getting yourself out there and pushing your brand.
Oh, being careful with your money plus pushing your brand, and the reality is that you still have to live. So I'm speaking to myself as well as speaking to other people. It's a balance, and I mean, I fall all the time trying to juggle and balance and still live, and you're going to be around a lot of people that will call you crazy and say that you need to be like them and be like real people and just work and do your hobbies. But hey, everything you have to balance it out. I can't tell you what to do or what's priority for you, but once you figure out what's priority and what you need to do, you just got to balance that stuff out, and some things will come with a sacrifice. And I'm just telling you, it's going to come with a sacrifice. Like, you're going to be eating bean and weenies and ramen noodles for like months. But you get to that goal that you're trying to reach, and just, I mean, you just have to sacrifice and try to balance it all out. That's the best I can tell you. And I'm still talking to myself. Because I might splurge, knowing I need to be eating beanie weenies. I might splurge to go get this Subway sandwich. Like, golly.
straight like it is, you know what I'm saying?
For real.
Honesty, that's what you need. But basically, you know, like I was saying, it is what it is. And like I said, I don't want to push nobody into trying to do nothing that they're not interested in doing. I just know that there are better ways of marketing yourself, you know what I'm saying, than the way that we did it back in the 80s and 90s, where the internet wasn't there. You didn't have access to social media, you know, but we used to get the little posters and put them in gas stations, and get the little, you know, big poster flyer looking things. We put them in the gas station windows. Right. You know, that's what you did back then. Right. But now you have so much access to TV. You got access to the media. That is not working nowadays. Right. You know, and it's like it's stuck in their head, and they hadn't caught on to that fact yet. And I'm just not getting it, and I'm just wondering, how would you react? Would you react more so a visual commercial, TV commercial, or even radio towards somebody just walking in a gas station and really just going to be a bunch of stacked index cards where most of the people ain't even going to grab. If they grab, they're using it for something else and then not even paying attention to what's on it.
Right.
Wasting money.
I'm learning now that you have to be proactive with everything. You have to email the things out, and now we have social media where it's easier access for you to promote yourself. But it's like putting your eggs in a basket. Don't put your eggs in just one basket. You got to spread it around as far as networking. I was in Atlanta, Georgia, and Tyler Perry was in there one night just on a humbug, on a whim. He'd even said he'd never been to this spot, and he was there and he found an artist, loved her, and ended up putting her in a movie. So you just have to be everywhere. You just have to be available at all times. Put your stuff out there. Like you said, just don't sit where you just record it. Now you at home like I'm chilling, I let my friends listen to it on Facebook, it's gonna blow up. I wish that was the case. I mean, that's like scratching the lottery. There's one in every million that can happen for you. But don't give up. Don't get discouraged. I mean, you saying I'm an entertainer, I'm an artist, celebrity. I still don't get a lot of likes or follows on stuff, but I'm always out there. And some of the people that I meet are not on social media.
Right.
So you just have to use every avenue.
Okay. It makes sense. Well, as a matter of fact, let's just take a break, and we'll be right back after this with Just Saying, Willie Dexter Harris.
Make sure to attend the annual conference at Grace Temple Community Church, 5987 Jefferson Page Road, Shreveport, Louisiana, July 8th, 15th, and the 22nd at 9 a.m. each Sunday. We will have a variety of teachers and topics where we can grow together in the Word, concluding with our 11th year anniversary, Sunday, July 29th. For more info, call 318-219-6427. 318-219-6427.
We're never going to finish.
We need somebody to write this for us.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Jordan.
Hi, Jordan.
My company provides a number of writing services, including helping you with what you already have or writing an entire book for you. I can help you with this.
Contact Jordan at 318-406-2249 anytime for all of your writing needs.
My name's Deanna. My name's Olivia, and you're watching Just Saying with Willie Dexter Harris.
And welcome back to Just Saying with Willie Dexter Harris, and I have my host with me, Renata Soul, KM Radio Zone. Renata, I want to ask you some questions about something on a different kind of note.
Okay.
We're having a lot of problems, a lot of situations over the holidays. I've been hearing a lot. I hear it, I see it on the internet, and even after this past weekend, every time you look around, there's something about some shootings or police-involved shootings or police got shot at a couple of days ago. You know what I'm saying? And I want to know, how you look at it and what your opinion of that is, and then I kind of give a little bit of what I think, about that as a whole.
There is a lot of crime, but I haven't done the math or the research to know if we are in our highest at this point or if we've ever been here before. But I know that this is nothing new under the sun. However, my opinion on crime is that it's a lot of idle minds. There are a lot of steel hands. There are a lot of broken people. There's a lot of dysfunction out here, which is why we have so much crime. And will we ever be able to control crime? Probably not. But can we all collectively come together knowing that we see that it is a bigger problem? I think that we as a community, as a people, need to start working together more to get back the good old days, I guess.
You thinking it's more so education or employment that's causing this rift?
Both, because a lack of education and a lack of employment can both be a hindrance to the mind, because that can cause depression. You don't know what that person is going through or thinking why they have not been successful in either of these avenues. So everything has everything to do with it.
I think more so, me myself personally, I think it's just a lack of more so education, and I think it's more so a lack of training, or certain training is being ignored. You know, I try to straddle the fence. I don't like to claim no side. I'm on this side or that side. But personally, you know, I've been experienced, you know, as a black male, you know, in more than just Louisiana and other parts of this country as well. You know, you pull me over on a routine traffic stop, but you come to my car with your gun in your hand. What's the purpose of the tasers? Wasn't that supposed to be the first line of defense? You know, that's why we spent all this money for the tasers, and yet they still jump out of their cars with guns in their hand. So first, now I'm intimidated. Now I'm feeling threatened. You know what I'm saying? Because I've done nothing, and here I'm looking at him, you know, with the gun in his hand.
I agree with you, but then you have to realize, how did we get to this point? The officers are carrying guns now because they probably were going up to us on their free will without guns and with tasers, or trying to keep the peace. And some of us, not saying us the people of color, but just some people probably cut up, and these officers were losing their lives for trying to be nice, so they had to change the game. And then that's how some of us innocently are getting caught up in it. So it's a lot of, I mean, I hear what everyone is saying, but we have to go back and look at the history. How did we get here? And once we understand how did we get here, how can we change it? Not pointing fingers and saying, well, this is a cause, or this group of people, or this people. How can we change it collectively? We need to come together and work together on changing laws. Let's change minimum wage. Minimum wage is $7.25. And I'm listening, I worked with a lady, she said minimum wage was $4 when she was in the 40s and 50s. And that's not too much farther than where we are. Like, let's change some things. Right. Instead of getting together and voice our opinions, that means nothing.
Well, this is election year. This is an election year.
There it is. So who will you vote for?
Yep, and there's a lot of stuff going on that we all seeing it. We all know what's going on with it, and it's like we just turning a blind eye. Nobody, you see it, but you don't see it.
Right.
And then you get up the next morning, or you hear on the news something happened that you don't agree with, and you wonder, well, how can this be, and why is it like that? Because it's not like you're voting in these people in, but even if those of you who don't vote, you helping up whatever cause as well. Because if you don't vote, you have no opinion. You shouldn't be talking about, no, I don't think this person was that, or I don't think that person was that, because you didn't even take the time to even use the right that these people, our people, died, fought, killed, and it's not about just black, because women wasn't even given a right to vote till these recent several centuries. Decades.
That's true, and I'll speak on that as a black woman. And it's an ouch moment, but to be a little transparent. I didn't register. I mean, I'm not a registered voter at this moment, and I did not vote. I took an L from voting because I had to. The Democrats were saying things that I liked, and the Republicans were saying things that I liked, and they were both doing things that I did not like. So I had to go back and start researching and trying to understand what's going on here and what's the bigger picture. So I will say that I am on a political party this year to help, and it is Republican.
Oh wow!
Oh, drop the bomb!
Oh wow!
Drop the bomb. He wasn't ready for that.
It's got to be some reasoning behind that.
Absolutely.
And we're all ears.
Well, I just feel like, okay, like I said, both parties, I agree with them both. But I teamed up with this one guy, and there's a checklist. I had to give a checklist on every person that I'm wanting to vote for and just listen to. He wants everything that I want. Everything that I agree for community, everything that I agree for families, minorities, for working class, everything. He is for all of these things. The only difference is, or we make it a difference, is I vote Democrat, he votes Republican. Well, why do I vote Democrat? Well, because I was taught to. So what did I know much about it? I don't know. I just know that that's what my family say do. So then I had to educate myself to understand that really there is no difference. It is, these are Republicans have money. And all they're saying is link up with some people just like Democrats, but link up with some people that have some money or can get to these next levels or get to where you're trying to go smoothly, because there's a lot of rigmarole going on over here. And you know, people ain't really with all that rigmarole. They're not going to play into it. They're not going to help you. It's always going to be this big old nasty party.
Okay.
So I linked with this Republican because I believe in everything that he says. Everything that he wants for the community was a check for me. Everything that was for him and his community and with his family, it was a check for me because I believe in the same thing.
Okay. Well, let me do this because I know we got a lot of people gonna be wondering.
Yes, and I got the earrings with the dress now.
let me see if we can get a full understanding of this. Mm-hmm. Okay, you are registered Republican. Are you going to support that Republican leader that we have here in office in the next couple of years based on you being Republican, or are you going to do it based on your same open-mindedness that drove you to that level that you are now anyway?
It's always going to be on my open-mindedness because this is how I was able to be asked to be a part of this team.
Okay.
So if I'm still allowed to be myself, then yeah, just because I am a Republican or a Democrat or whatever, that doesn't mean I have to stand here and take everything that y'all say. Right. I'm still going to be myself. I'm still going to be an individual that came from the hood, that's still fighting for her same people, and is still fighting for other people.
But do you believe in the views of the president that we have in place now, who's a Republican?
Of course I do not. As well as the person, that the political party that I'm on, he doesn't believe in the views of the same Republican that he's with.
Okay. That's why I say there's a lot of discussion. You know, when it comes to things like that, I was always told two things you don't argue about:
religion and politics.
Because it's, for everything you can come up with, this side can come up with the same
Absolutely.
thing. And your thing is not going to be no stronger than my thing over here. It's a non-ending war.
Right.
It's never
ending. What to do?
So I totally understand it. Yeah, that was a shocker. But I'm glad that we was able to break it down and get a good understanding, you know, so it all be good.
Absolutely.
Perfect. And on that note, we'll be right back after this with Just Saying with Willie Dexter Harris. And my co-host, Miss Renata Soul.
We coming for you. To the empire. They were just real, and they were speaking about stuff that meant something.
What's your last name?
Campbell.
Check it out.
Red Robin is the place where anyone can dunk, where parental pride comes in the form of bacon. This is Red Robin, the place where you can get messy and you never get fry FOMO. So feast on one of 3 mouth-watering Tavern Double Burgers, only $6.99 each, anytime, with bottomless steak fries, of course. Let's burger.
Red Robin. Yum.
Just Saying with Willie Dexter Harris. Holla!
All right, we're back once again with Just Saying and my special guest, Miss Renata Soul. Renata, I like to talk a little sports every now and then,
okay.
You know, and there's a lot of things been going on in sports, and we've been talking about it for weeks and months about what's going to happen with LeBron James. It's been answered. Showtime's back in LA.
Showtime. So I did see that LeBron will be going to the Lakers. I'm not a Lakers fan. I have not been watching basketball in a long time, but I do like LeBron. He's dope. I like his skills. I like what he stands for. I don't know. I just like how he just works really hard.
But you know, he has a lot of people that just hate him because he's LeBron. You know, and the main thing being is, I don't know. I guess if you get too known or too well known or too loved, people start to hate you.
They don't want you no more.
You know, if too many people love you, a lot of people start to hate you. You know, and I think that's what's done happened to that guy. You know, he has a fan base that left Cleveland, went to Miami. When the New Orleans Saints won the Super Bowl, that's where all that old new fan stuff came from. And I think that was a blow to, you know, our celebration. You know, and then when LeBron went to Miami and all them fans went, nobody said nothing. Right. Nobody, but now the same Miami fans. Right. Now he was in Cleveland. Now they headed to California. Right. They talk about loyalty. Yep, they have loyalty for him. You know, it's not about no particular team, but that's just these new age people. You know, a lot of the old cats like myself, well, close to old, not all of them. But we have teams. You know, we have teams. You know, people we can talk about was on this team back in the day or that day. These modern day people, you're either LeBron James or you're Steph Curry. You know, they can holler about all you want to holler, because everybody who's not a LeBron James fan, you're a Steph Curry fan.
But listen how it's set up. The industry is now set up for us not to get involved in the team, because by the time you start liking the team or wanting to follow the team, somebody is pulled apart. They're going this way, they're going this way, or they've been publicized more than the team. This is about this one person.
So free agency killed it.
I mean, hey, we're having this conversation. Something happened.
Yep, and the same thing going on with what happened last year with Paul George in his Oklahoma City situation. He could have went to LA where he wanted to go, but for whatever reason, LA didn't pursue him as hard as he felt they should have, and he ended up signing a one-year deal with Oklahoma. Now he's played with Oklahoma. Oklahoma is a heck of a fan base. If you watch basketball, those fans are off the chain. Just to sit them and look at them on TV. When the game first starts and the ball is tipped, those Oklahoma City fans stands up. First of all of them got t-shirts on their chair when they get there. Right. You know what I'm saying? So you just come on with a regular thing. You know, you got a t-shirt. Right. You know, and then they stand up and nobody sits down until Oklahoma first score their points. If it's a free throw, you still standing. Right. But when they score a shot, then everybody sit down, and then you start cheering for the game. I ain't never seen nothing else like it. Obviously, Paul George didn't either. So, because when they tried to get him now, LA wanted to get him, Paul fell in love with the city now after a one-year contract. Now he just signed a big deal with him. He's staying. Wow. You know what I'm saying? And the same thing going on with Kawhi Leonard. The Lakers got a chance to get this guy. He can leave, but he can only sign a one-year deal because he's not a free agent until next year. They said, okay, if he go to another team, what if he fall in love with that team like Paul George just did? Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. So the Lakers, they're pushing the Lakers to go ahead and make a deal now. But what San Antonio asking for is too crazy. It's too crazy. My opinion is, I really would give them what they want. Give it to them. Give it to them. They want some first round picks for the next couple drafts and all that. If you get Kawhi Leonard, the man is 27 years old. He's still a kid. So go ahead and take those future draft picks, because those guys, you don't know what they're going to do in the league. You know what Kawhi can do. You've seen him. Sign him, give up the deal, him and LeBron and the little guys he got around him, make LA famous again.
Can we bring back Larry Bird?
He back. Yeah. I seen him at the game
Still stuck on the cornflakes box? Okay.
No. Larry Bird, no, he don't want to shoot ball.
Shout out to Robert Parrish.
Oh yeah, to the chief. Yeah. You know, shout out to the chief.
Double up.
Shreveport on.
He went to Woodlawn. I'm an alumni of Woodlawn.
Woodlawn.
Robert Parrish.
Woodlawn.
Terry Bradshaw.
Yeah. Terry Bradshaw got a highway on the south side of Shreveport that they dedicated to him.
I know.
Terry Bradshaw passed away. I think that's cool. Terry Bradshaw, I had a lot of respect for Terry, because when he was rich and he didn't move to the big cities and areas where they went, he stayed right there in the little country town of Grand Cane, and up until he started doing the Fox News, and then he had to do a lot of traveling, and Shreveport's traveling situation is not conducive for somebody that moves around like he do. Right. So instead of him driving to Texas, to Dallas all the time, he just bought a house there. Speaking
of that, you're talking about the airport is not a connecting hub. That's what we should ask to our politicians, these people that are running. How can we fix this?
As far as
it's not being a connecting hub. How can we make this a more conducive place for travel?
make it an international highway. We got tourism. We got casinos everywhere.
Tourism, casinos. I just don't feel like I want to come here and visit and give y'all my money at the casino. That is not it.
We got the mud bug.
Really? we need more things for the city. The tourism.
Great. Let the good time roll. Shout out to the Q's.
Oh, okay.
What they call it? Flotilla. They have it over there for Father's Day weekend over there on the lake.
Father's Day weekend, but what's the most that we get tourism?
The fair.
So you talking about Father's Day weekend activities? Can't get it right now.
The fair. What is it? October, like late October, early November. Oh, we get a couple million through the city. On that note, well, once again, this K-Ham Zone. Give them the letters again for K-Ham.
KHAMradio.com, where we go ham.
And on that note, I'll see you next time on the next Just Saying with Willie Dexter Harris.
Aaron Soul.
Peace out.